Hi there. I have been using Charismafy as a source of stories for our bedtime routine with my son for the past several months and have noticed how easily it helps him pick up on new concepts and ideas. For example, one of the stories that we read was centered around archery, and he was curious to know more about this. The fact that the story itself was centered around this rather unusual concept helped him grasp it easier. Today's childhoods are a bit different. I remember when we were little, we would make bows and arrows out of branches and sticks and play Robin Hood and princes and princesses. It was fun to recollect this experience with my kid, so it also helped us bond. Stories help increase kids' listening skills. If you're a parent to a small child, you know that it's not always easy to hold your kid's attention for longer than 20 minutes. They either butt in and do more of the talking than listening, or their minds just end up wandering somewhere else, not very focused. However, I have noticed how storytelling keeps my son's attention focused. It seems natural for them to know what comes next, which makes them more attentive and in the long run builds their attentive focus. Storytelling enhances young children's communication skills as they become better able to articulate themselves. It encourages them to communicate their thoughts, feelings, and ideas and gives them the words they need to do so. When doing storytelling, I frequently ask my son to ask questions or discuss his thoughts about the story with me. And as time has gone by, I have noticed how his vocabulary has improved. He keeps picking up new words, and it helps him articulate and express himself much better. Generally, humans remember things from stories better. It's just how our brains are wired. I have noticed that when I read stories to my son, he tends to remember the words and ideas found in that story much easier than if I just mentioned the word out of the blue. Stories are also great in this other amazing way. They help program our brain for the long term by emotionally connecting with our children. It even happens in everyday life. I find myself resorting to a made up story to explain a difficult concept which he might be wondering about. No man is an island, as John Donne put it so succinctly 4 centuries ago. However, it might feel like that when we live in a tiny community and do our daily routines and always meet the same people. And this is where the stories come in. To get to know the tales from different cultures naturally makes your child realize that no matter how different people may look or live, they are the same deep down. And that the world, no matter how vast it seems, is small. Telling stories opens the eyes of young kids to new cultures, traditions, places, and makes them imagine being in the place of the story's characters, which develops their empathy. And this empathy is crucial for our modern connected world.